While people in the past have pointed out often how royals are just like us normal people, honestly, we can't help but see the moments they were just not like us. Be it in hard times of settling an issue or turning into a kind, just like that, the moments are many, but we've handpicked our favorites for you. The royals were not just like us. You are most welcome to add in your moments in the comments. If you watched this video till the end, give it a like, share it, and don't forget to press the red subscribe and bell icons below. Number 1. Avoid touching. For what seems like forever, people, especially women, have been fighting against unwanted and frequently intrusive contact. But in 2009, when Michelle Obama, who was then the First Lady, placed a gentle arm around the Queen's shoulder, it was widely reported as a gaffe. Now, touching the monarch or any other family members is not illegal. However, etiquette does require that one not do so until it has been initiated by the relevant royal, as is the case with many other norms. More individuals ought to respect the idea of not touching someone until they say it's okay on a regular basis. Number 2. No documentation. When the police stopped you previously and you didn't have your driver's license with you, they assured you that it was okay because you didn't need it. Or perhaps when you arrived at the airport for a foreign flight and boarded the aircraft without displaying your passport. Oh wait, you probably don't since you are not England's king or queen. In fact, the current king doesn't require those papers. We're out here paying fines for forgetting our licenses and worrying about renewing our passports before a vacation abroad. In the meantime, King Charles is unwinding in his freshly ironed jammies and isn't concerned about anything. He probably also avoids standing in lengthy airport lineups. Number 3. Money. A significant fire at Windsor Castle in November 1992 resulted in millions of dollars worth of damage. The state owns the castle, which serves as the royal family's primary residence. Therefore, it was assumed that the state would make the payment through taxation. In order to pay the debt, a private trust was eventually established, and the Queen opened up parts of Buckingham Palace to visitors for a fee. While charging guests to visit your home may sound alluring, it is absolutely implausible for anyone who isn't a member of the royal family. However, following the fire, the Queen started paying income tax. It's interesting to note that in 2004 she applied for and was rejected from a poverty grant to assist with her heating expenses. Number 4. Pressed shoelaces. If we're being really honest, we had no idea that shoelaces could wrinkle. However, King Charles ostensibly knows they can and forbids it from happening. Actually, he makes sure that one of the many people who work for him prevents it from happening. Paul Burrell, a former employee of Princess Diana and the Queen, claims that Charles presses his pajamas every morning and presses his shoelaces flat with an iron. It turns out that we haven't only been ignorant about wrinkled laces. Only because there are allegations the king uses velvet toilet paper do we know about it. Even though he denies it, there were rumors that he had his own toilet seat. Number 5. Balmoral test. We see Diana visit the Charles family at Balmoral Castle for what is referred to as the Balmoral test in the 4th season of The Crown. In essence, it's merely a situation to get to know one another. However, everything is amplified when the individuals you are getting to know are the royals. The myriad family and estate traditions that the castle needs are metaphorically prodded and maneuvered by the guests. Even though The Crown is a dramatized television program, this exam is reportedly real. Just picture how difficult it would be to go through that if you thought meeting your significant other's family was difficult. Number 6. Being a king. Charles succeeded the deceased queen as king because he was the next in line. Can you, however, picture the peculiar dynamics of having to wait till your parent dies before you receive a promotion at work? Plus, he was just Queen Elizabeth II's eldest son. Thus, his succession had nothing to do with how suited he is. The ability to perform the job matters, at least on HBO's Succession, where one of the kids would probably take over the business should anything happen to Lovan Roy. Did we also mention that Charles is exempt from paying the 40% inheritance tax that is levied on ordinary British citizens? Definitely nice. Number 7. Marriage. Many people decide to get their intended partner's parents' approval before popping the question. But how many of us were required by law to seek the monarch's approval before getting married? For a very long time, most members of the British royal family had to obtain the sovereign's consent before getting married. That's no longer entirely true. The first 6 heirs to the throne were the only ones who may use the monarch's veto following the 2013 enactment of the Succession to the Crown Act. The weddings themselves come next. How many people have thought, wow, it looks just like an ordinary ceremony, while watching a royal wedding? Well, let's talk about that time when the royals were like us. But we would need another video for that one. So put in your suggestions for that in the comments. If you enjoyed times the royals were not just like us, then give this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the Screen News.